Recording video podcast content on a smartphone has never been easier thanks to some amazing microphone options we have to plug directly into our phone, especially this really cool podcast-looking microphone from Rode, the USB Pod Mic. This is a USB microphone and you can plug it directly into your phone. And that brings up the question, what is it that really makes a video podcast a podcast? Is it the presence of the microphone in the shot with the person who's speaking? Can you have a video podcast on TikTok and on Instagram? Or to be considered a podcast, does it have to be shared on Apple Podcasts on the audio-only players? Whatever the answer is to that question, one thing that is for certain is the presence of a podcast microphone in the shot will stop people in their tracks and in their scrolling so that they can pay attention to what it is that you're saying. So in this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to be able to get a really cool video podcast setup using your smartphone and this awesome USB podcast microphone. Studio Steve here. You've arrived at the Pod Sound School. Welcome. This channel is dedicated to help you build your influence online and provide you with the tools and the training you need to do so. Now, to get a really awesome video podcast setup, you're going to need more than just your phone and the USB microphone. You're also going to need a stand for your phone and some type of lighting. So a stand just like this is the perfect solution. And then you will also need a stand for your USB microphone as well. And there are different options for that. I'm going to go over my top recommendation for you. You're going to need this one from Rode, the SC19, and it comes in lots of fancy colors. And this appears to be a USB-C or a Thunderbolt cable with the iPhone little plug thing at the other end. And while this may look just like the charger that comes with your iPhone, the charger that comes with your iPhone will not function with this Rode mic. And even if it shows up on your phone the right way, it's gonna have crackling noises and it's just not gonna work. You have to get this cable. I will leave the link for this cable for you in the description of this video. You're welcome. Now back to the lighting and the phone stand again. I love these doinky guys and you can find a version of this almost anywhere. But again, I'll leave the link for this exact one in the description. We have a few of these and I just love them. It comes with a ring light built into it. Ring lights are used in the beauty industry and the makeup industry. And that's because they give you a nice even light on your face and they reduce all the shadows on your face, giving you a more youthful look. The drawback that many people see with a ring light is you will see a little ring of light in your eyes when you're using this, but that's usually a fair trade-off, especially when you compare it to the unflattering light that most of us have in our spaces, in our rooms that we're in. This, of course, will work perfectly to attach your phone to, and even when it comes time to upgrade later to a DSLR camera or a more photography-style camera with a detachable lens, this stand will still come in very handy for you for behind the scenes shots and anything you need to record using your phone. And when it comes to mic stands, there's really two different options that I would recommend. I'm a big fan of the classic tried and true microphone stand, the stage stand, and there's plenty of different types. They're very affordable and they have these boom arms usually on the top that come with the stand that allow you to adjust it in different ways. These are really great all-around stands that you can use really in any scenario, even if you decide to step away from your desk. But because most of us are making content at a tabletop or a desktop of some sort, the desk clamping stands are very popular, and for a reason. And my all-time favorite for those is this Elgato guy. He's amazing. I mean, this is really probably my favorite product. Again, I'll leave the link in the description below. But this is a desk clamping stand. It comes with a little clamp that you put onto your desk. This slides right into it, and then it has an arm at the top that you can actually adjust for the lift and the fall, I believe they call it, and a little adjustment here at the head of the stand as well, so that you can pivot and get your microphone in the perfect shape for you. So if you're at a tabletop, a desk like this, these two items are going to be amazing and all you need to really get cooking. So I'm gonna get all of this set up. Right now where I'm at, I do have some studio lights here, and this camera right here is actually a Sony a7 Mark IV camera. I'll leave the description for this camera as well if you're interested in that. We also do have plenty of Sony camera videos here on our channel, so make sure to subscribe so you can stay in the loop with that. And once I get set up, I'll press record on the phone and you can be the judge of how this microphone sounds. And I'll walk you through step by step also how I'm setting it up.
Hi, I thought I would interrupt this video since you're so interested in starting your own video podcast to invite you to my program, Smart and Simple Video Podcasting. Smart and Simple Video Podcasting is a 6-week program where you and I will transform your office into a professional video podcast studio. You will gain the skills to confidently produce and distribute your show to podcast players and YouTube. You will use practical tools, easy to follow workflows so you can record your video podcast right there in your office. So I hope you can join me, and in 6 weeks, we're going to make magic together. Go to podcastingsmart.com/SSVP, Smart and Simple Video Podcasting. Okay, now back to Steven.
So first things first, I'm gonna get this set up right where I think I'm gonna want it. The thing that can be tricky with your phone, however, is you'll really wanna use the cameras on the back of your phone. They're usually much better cameras than the selfie camera. You'll get way better results. Now, in order to use any of the Rode equipment with your phone, you will need to download the Rode Central app. There's also another recommended app, the Rode Capture app, which will allow you to capture video directly to your phone. That's definitely worth experimenting with as well, because one of the challenges to recording on a phone is the file management aspect of it. It may be difficult or very time consuming for you to get the files off of your phone to edit later. But that's for another video altogether. In this video, I really just want to focus on how to record to your phone and to generate files on your phone that are going to wind up in your photo library. And even if you use the Rode Capture app, those files that you capture on the app will also wind up in your photo library. So this could be a little tricky because you're going to need to get a shot set up, but you won't be able to monitor the shot. But that's all right. With enough trial and error, you can get it to work just right. Okay. So I'm gonna leave this right about here because I will be pointing it at me like this. And then I can see the Rode Central app is chilling right there. Then I take this cable and I take the iPhone side of the cable and plug it into the iPhone. And then this is ready to be plugged into the microphone. So now I'm gonna need to set up the microphone. Put that over here and tighten this. The other thing that's really cool about this stand is it has these magnetic plates that attach to it that will hide whatever cable you want to hide and cut through the stand in any way you want it to, which is really fun. I'm going to need an adapter to go with this stand. I need an adapter. Hello, adapter? I don't think this is the right adapter. Is he still talking about bacon? You may wind up needing adapters to go with your stands. These are very common. I will leave a link to a very inexpensive pack of these little adapters. Very handy to have around for the different mic stands and camera support that you may encounter. Now we can just screw this right onto the desk clamping stand like that. Now this microphone itself has its own way of adjusting things. And you have these different joints, so to speak, where you can adjust and get this looking perfect. The reason this is such a cool stand is because this is considered a low profile arm or a low profile microphone stand. It's low to the desk. The other ones that you'll encounter actually come up and hang down, so they cover more of your shot. They cover more of what's in the background. So now this is looking good. These cables aren't really as long as I wish they were, so you kind of have to just cheat it, and maybe we can just come up straight through this hole right here and plug it in like that. Once you do that, you will see, and let me record here so you can actually see. And once you do that, you will see the Rode USB pod mic appear in the Rode Central app. And here you can actually make adjustments to it. It comes with this really cool processing effect that you can toggle on and off. And these are sort of your classic podcast effects: noise reduction, compression, and EQ. You can toggle that on and off if you want, but I love it. There's also a high pass filter, which will help to reduce those low rumbles and even the plosive sounds when you pronounce those words with a bunch of P's in them. So if you turn the plosives thing on, then that will also help a lot too. This is a place where you can also adjust the gain of the microphone as well. I like to keep mine close to the top, but not pushed all of the way. If you notice in your recordings that you're clipping a lot or that your voice sounds like it's overdriven, come into the Rode app and make sure that you reduce the volume of your voice here. So this looks great now. Now you can just set it and forget it. Your phone is seeing it. There's a little green light that appears on the back of your Rode mic. And actually now what's happened is this Rode mic has now interrupted the phone in that it is now an audio interface for your phone. So if you want to hear the output volume from your phone, you'd need to plug headphones into this pod mic. It's working like an audio interface, which is super neat. Now I can go to the camera app and actually get my shot set up nice. And having this microphone will actually help when you're trying to adjust things here, because you can use the microphone and get the microphone right where you think your mouth is going to be. So you'll have something to reference or something to make sense of your height and how the shot should look when you come around to the other side. And here we are. You can be the judge of how this sounds and how it looks. I'm going to turn off my studio lights and let's look at how just this ring light looks in this shot here with the phone. And there we go. Now it's just the ambient light that I had here in the room. I turned off my fancy photography style lights and I'm just using this one ring light, where I have a few different adjustments. I can turn the brightness of the light up or down. I like to just crank it up all the way. And you can also adjust the color temperature on these lights if you want to experiment with the warm or the cool daylight. The last touch you can use with this microphone is this little poofy windscreen attachment that comes with the Rode USB pod mic. I'll slip it on there. This will help even more with plosives and those words with the letters P's in them. It's a good idea to approach your mouth at an angle with your podcast microphone, and that will also help you to reduce those plosives. So what do you think? This is what it sounds like, a podcast voice going directly to my phone using the Rode USB pod mic. I think it's pretty amazing. And what do you think about this ring light here as compared to the studio lights that you saw before? This is one really amazing way that you can make content. Of course, you could flip your phone around and make vertical content for all the social media platforms. You could go live to Instagram, go live on Instagram with the podcast microphone, which can add to, like I said, that feeling of authority, people really wanting to stop and listen to what it is that you're talking about, but also gets a superior sound than if I had my phone at a distance from me. And of course, there are other ways that you can use your phone to video podcast. Veronica did this video right here where she uses her iPhone as a webcam with her laptop computer and unlock a whole bunch of other possibilities for your video podcast.